This video explains how to conduct a technology check for a facilitated online training course or virtual training course utilizing the Microsoft Teams and DOD356 platform. For virtual courses, it is recommended to conduct a technology check at least 1 week prior to the convening of the course to ensure all students and instructors are able to access the course and are familiar with the technology and systems they will be using during the course. When preparing to conduct a tech check, it helps to develop a checklist to ensure all relevant topics are covered during the meeting. Here is an example checklist, which will be used as a guide for this video as well. But before we cover the checklist, let's discuss starting the meeting. A good way to ensure students are present and able to see your screen prior to the meeting's convening is to create a welcome slide to be shared while waiting for participants to enter the chat. This should include a simple poll question to be answered within the chat function of the meeting. This can be done using PowerPoint and the share screen feature in Teams. Here's an example welcome slide with a simple poll. And when starting Teams and your meeting, you can share your screen and choose which screen you wish to be shared. Whichever screen is presenting the PowerPoint, once shared, will then display to all students, and they will be able to answer the poll question within chat. Once you start your meeting, you can then go down the checklist. Once all participants are within the meeting, you can verify each student has functioning voice and audio by simply calling on each participant and asking for a response. Then it is important to understand which means the student is accessing the course through, whether it be VPN or VDI. For this checklist, we have no VDI. It often causes problems, but it is okay to be used. Verifying each student understands the process of connecting to VPN, it is important to walk them through and ensure they understand that they must identify where the VPN connect is and that they are connected to ensure all functions of the cloud and other systems are working properly. Once you have walked the students through that process, we then verify students are signed into OneDrive. This is as simple as showing them where the cloud is and making sure that they can click on it and see that they are logged into the cloud in OneDrive. Next, verifying each student has member status in the course team. So within your Teams page, whatever team you have, the 3 dots here, and Manage Team, and you verify that each student has been added as a member. Verifying each student can access the course team functions. This is as simple as walking them through some basic functions within your course, showing them the tabs at the top and what channels they have available to them. Another feature to walk them through is going to Activity, Settings, Notifications, and Custom. Turning all of these to Show and Feed will eliminate problems with pop-up bubbles blocking students from being able to type in chat during the meetings. Next, informing students of the difference between the web and app versions of Teams. Teams within the web version, or the app version, will look like this, with all of your Teams functions across the top for muting your mic, raising your hand, and chat. Within the web version, it will look a little different, with all of the features being across the bottom. So ensuring students understand the difference as you walk them through the functionalities. Next, we have aiding students in gaining access to course-specific applications and programs. If you are to be using any applications or programs outside of Microsoft Teams that require the students to have access prior to the course, it is advisable to ensure that they are able to log in and access those systems prior to the start of the course. Then we have aid students in changing display settings for missile train. This is important as most laptops automatically have a setting that prevents them from accessing missile train properly. So you would walk students through going to settings, your display settings, and here you have your scale and layout for change the size of text, apps, and other items. Most will automatically be at your 125%. However, it needs to drop down to 100% for missile train and some other applications to function properly and give access to all that's needed for the students. Finally, once you have walked students through all of your course functions, you will troubleshoot any additional or outstanding tech issues with the students. And if it is something that you are unable to do with the students, then you must direct them to CGFixit for additional support. And that will conclude your meeting. You can dismiss the students and then hopefully have a much smoother course when it begins.